Hey, welcome to Two Guys Garage, and you can see we have nothing in the shop, but we do have a mission should we choose to accept.
Ready?
Ready. We've been building, giveaway cars for Federated Auto Parts for a couple of seasons, and this is our newest, latest, and greatest.
Look what it is.
Yeah, man, we're just finding out. Stick around for more action.
But I bet you weren't expecting this, right?
That's right, the cat is out of the bag. We are now building a 2010 Jeep for our Federated Car Care giveaway.
Now, we love this thing. It comes to us, well, a little tired. Actually, this Jeep had 170,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
However, they brought it to us with some upgrades.
That's right. Now, we had one of our favorite car care centers in Stanton, Virginia.
Been there.
Interstate muffler.
Yep.
Already installed a brand new reman ATK engine.
Now, ATK is really the leader when it comes to reman motors. They not only replace all the parts, but if there's an upgrade out there, they'll do that for you when they reman the motor. I'm talking bearings, seals, gaskets, whatever it is, you know you're gonna get top notch when you go with ATK. And Federated stores include a no-fault warranty on all gas engines for passenger vehicles when the shop installs it.
Yeah, and what's cool, those guys, while they're in here, went ahead and did all the belts, plugs, wires,
Hoses, yeah.
everything. So it made our job a lot easier so we can jump into the customization instead of, getting the repair in there.
Yeah, and while they had the motor out, they went ahead and put in a perfection clutch as well. So on the drivetrain part, we're pretty buttoned up.
Yeah, man. So first things first, we're gonna get this thing up on the lift, get her up in the air, and we got some whole front end axle replacement and upgrades.
Yeah, you're gonna be impressed. So I guess let's get this thing in the air, man. Start it.
Okay. Now you can see we aren't messing around. We have blown out the entire front end of this Jeep because we're all about capability and upgrading.
Indeed, man. And right out of the gate, this is the Dana 30 that came in our Wrangler, and this is the upgraded Ultimate Dana 44 that we're gonna put in it. Right out of the gate, you see the difference. It's like a ball peen hammer versus a sledgehammer.
That's right.
Now look at the difference, just in the tubes, right? 5/16 tubing, a lot thicker. It's gonna handle a lot more of that stress compared to what you get in the Dana 30.
Look at just the diff cover. This is nodular iron, about the strongest iron you can get relative to a stamped steel. So now we're gonna be able to hit rocks. It's gonna add lots of rigidity. And inside, we've got those Spicer gears made right here in the USA with an electronic locker. So we're all ready and wired. We get the harness kit to go with it. And this guy is now controllable inside the car.
Unlike the Dana 30, it couldn't come with a locker. One of the great things I like about the Ultimate Dana 44 is you keep all your knuckles that you had from the factory, right? So you can still use a lot of these things, but you get into the goods of it, like, for example, the axle. Now, this is a chrome moly axle that comes with the Ultimate 44. And as you can see, where this one tapers down, well, that's gonna be a stress point. It's gonna be a shear point. Not the case with the Ultimate Chrome Moly axle you get in the Dana 44. No tapers, anything like that. It's gonna be a lot beefier and handle a lot more of those big tire demands.
Bigger geometry, stronger material, stronger, beefed up, Spicer axles on there. We got 6 different choices of gear ratio so we can get fuel economy to performance. Everything's been really thought out, bolt in, ready to go. Maybe we start putting some axles and ends on this thing.
Sure.
Start making our way towards a lift kit.
All right, before we get that Ultimate Dana 44 up in here, a couple things we need to handle first. From Rancho, this is a geometry correction bracket. Now this is gonna allow you to maintain some adjustability in that upper control arm so you have proper caster and handling. Now again, really easy, really simple to get up in here. Uses the factory bolts, so we'll just put this right in here. And then also a great thing, it's one-piece construction as opposed to some other kits where it's, a bolt-on thing and it's really not that strong. This thick, beefy, all welded, one piece. And as you can tell, when I have this up here, this is gonna allow adjustability on the upper control arm and the lower one to maintain that factory mounting place. Okay, now as you can see, we have our upper and lower control arms in the Ultimate Dana 44 marrying to this Rancho 3.5 inch progressive lift kit. A little tip for you, don't torque them down really hard. You want to wait until you got the weight and the vehicle on the ground before you torque everything down with some really, gut behind it.
Yeah, and it helps, especially as you're trying to wiggle some of these newer parts in as you go along. Now with the control, the control arm's on, this axle is now controlled up through this motion, forward and backwards. But we've got to control side to side. We're going to do that with a bigger, beefier track bar in the kit. I mean, look at the ends here, right? We've got some stiffer bushings. We've got adjustability on length, so we can center the axle left and right. So that'll go up in here, about like so. And then Willie is going to be working on some of these springs.
Now, it's the progressive spring, and I wanted to show you a side-by-side comparison. Now, obviously, this isn't the spring for the front, it's for the rear. Our spring for the front is in, and it really is about 3.5 inches taller than what normally came on this. But I wanted to show you this. Now, a progressive spring is really simple. You see the gap in the first few springs here versus what do you get down here? Well, this is gonna absorb the softer, smaller blows, right? But when you want a big rock or a big hole or something like that to go over and it's married to the valving of the shock, this is what you need. So little bumps on the road you'll feel and get absorbed by this part of the spring, but the big stuff comes in down here, married to the valving in the shock. It's really trick.
Yeah, now with the monotube shock, you're gonna get high performance, which you typically get out of monotube, right? It separates the gas and the oil really nicely. It gives you a good consistent ride after a lot of harsh bumps. And it's got some pressurized nitrogen in there to help add some stability and roll, as you're turning the wheel without having to go to a bigger sway bar. So adding some sway bar links here to get the right height. This front end is almost done. We're gonna get it buttoned up, keep on moving. All right, to top the front end off, we've got the ultimate drive shaft upgrade from Spicer Performance. They fixed everything wrong with doing a drop, like smaller diameter but thicker wall for better clearance, internal splines that are better protected, and even a double cardan instead of a CV that has issues with tearing boots, and getting dirt and debris in there. So we're gonna get this guy bolted in, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, it's gonna be on that back section.
This segment of Two Guys Garage is brought to you by Kendon Stand-Up Trailers and Lifts. Kendon, go ride.
Hey, welcome back. Now we are on our 2010 Jeep. This is a giveaway project for Federated Auto Parts. We've got our 3.5, 3-inch suspension lift kit from Rancho, already on the front, just about dialed in the rear, and it's time for some gearing.
Yeah, man, obviously with bigger tires, we want to up the gearing. Had 488s in that Dana Ultimate 44. Have to match that in the back. That means diving into the diff.
Yeah, so we got high quality USA-made Spicer gears, so we can match the front and the rear. Follow along as we put those in.
Okay, first we're gonna remove the cover, then drain the fluids. We remove the bearing caps. We like to take note of their orientation. That way, when it's time to put everything back together, we put them back together in the right spot.
Yeah, with the axle shafts out of the way, we can carefully use a crowbar to pull the carrier from the axle housing. Now, since we already have the drive shaft removed in the front and the pinion yoke out, we can knock the pinion free from the housing.
While we're disassembling, we also like to keep track of shim size and make notes along the way. This will pay huge dividends in the end.
So now we can bust loose the old ring gear from the carrier as well as the old bearings. This is going to make way for our new 488 Spicer ring and pinion gearing and bearings from Dana.
Now that everything is ready to go into place, we're going to reverse the order of disassembly. So first, we place the pinion back into the housing. Next, the carrier goes into place using the stock size shims.
Now, Spicer made this master overhaul kit really easy for setting up your gearing. The ring and pinion gearing is hobbed and lapped, provides the optimal mating surface for a nice, quiet, and durable gear. So all we have left to do is do the running pattern and check for backlash, and checking the dial indicator, it looks like we're totally in spec.
Okay. Ooh. All right, so after some grunts and some growls, you'll get that old factory piece out, doesn't sound good anyway, and make way for something really sweet from Dynamax. Now this is a Super Turbo SS axle back exhaust kit. Now this thing really wakes up that 6-cylinder, sounds great. So good it's got a 90-day guarantee just on the sound along with a lifetime warranty. Now the thing I like is to put these tips on close to where I think is even, right? Help me out. Take a little bit of lube, by the way, spray on your little hanger, that way it goes up in these hangers a little smoother. You're not fighting it as much. And again, it's polished 409 stainless here, 304 stainless here, so you're gonna get great performance, great sound, and it's really an easy DIY job. telling you, 30, 40 minutes and you can have this guy in, no problem at all.
All right, Willie's got that exhaust just about buttoned up. Our Rancho lift kit is done all the way around. Now it's time for brakes all the way around. Now these are from Federated and they're all Raybestos. And what's cool is, you know, rusty old caliper. Now these are zinc plated, so they're gonna stay looking nice forever. Same on the rotors. We got a gray fusion coating on the Raybestos rotors. We got a little S kind of groove in there so we don't drill. We don't have cracking problems, so they're gonna last forever. And the neat thing is, brand new, this is enhanced hybrid technology. It's their Element 3. So it's a combination of semi-metallic and ceramic. So you get the stopping power and that quiet, clean braking. So this can be all bolted together. From there, we can put on our big, beefy tires.
Kevin did a great job on the brakes. Now, of course, the only thing left were some big tires. Now we got these from tires-easy.com, great friends of ours. This is the gear alloy rim. Obviously, some big tires, some nicer rims, sticks this thing up in the air right where you want a cool Jeep like this.
Now you can see the vision coming together, man. Where we're going with this thing. Now we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we've got some killer grody lights going all over this thing, so we're gonna light up the universe. Stick around.
So whether you're going off-roading or you're just trying to get from point A to point B, a failing ball joint is bad news. Ball joints are the hinge points for your entire steering system. So when one fails, you may lose control of your vehicle. And not only that, but a load-bearing ball joints, like the ones on our Jeep, support the whole weight of your vehicle. And a bad ball joint can cause damage and wear to your suspension, tires, axle shafts, and brakes. And in worst cases, you may find yourself stranded on the side of the road. Now, the ball joints in your vehicle are failing. You may notice clunky noises or uneven tread wear. You can also check for bad ball joints by moving your tire around when your car is on the lift or jack stands. Now, if you notice any play in the ball joint, pretty good indication it may need replacing. Now, for something like our Jeep, a great choice will be these new ball joints with an integral dust boot from Moog. And they are exclusively designed for compression-loaded suspension systems. There are some great advantages to this particular design, not only to help with easier installation, but also provide strength and durability for a longer service life. Now, this ball joint design features a hardened ball stud to withstand higher loads. And the pre-installed integral dust boot is a time saver during installation. Now, the boot is made with high-strength materials to last longer, and it has an encapsulated Belleville washer design to give you smooth operation right out of the box. Big bonus. The ball joint housing holds more grease. That's going to give you a longer service life, and it's designed with a pre-tapped grease fitting hole and plug to help keep things clean during installation and during maintenance. So pick up your Moog ball joints and other steering and suspension products at Federated Auto Parts.
Hey, welcome back to our 2010 Federated Jeep giveaway. Now I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna catch you up on everything we've done so far. New engine, brand new brakes, 3-inch suspension lift, brand new wheels, brand new tires, brand new exhaust, and a brand new AGM battery about to go in, which is gonna let us slow back down and focus on a whole bunch of grody lights. So we're gonna light up the world. So stick around as I drop this battery in so we can kick off more electron action.
So we told you we're gonna attack the front of this Jeep with the grills, some lighting, some awesome stuff, and man, have we ever, from Cliff Ride, check out this grill. What do you think that's for?
Pizzas.
Pizzas?
They come right out of the oven and shoot out the front.
No, my man, it's for big light bars. Now check this out, from Grody.
Very cool.
Look at that, man. How sweet is that? Not to mention along the interior of this thing, let me show you this. Now these are light form from Grody. It's the only exterior grade flexible lighting on the market today. It's all encapsulated, it's all, protected against the weather, the elements, chemicals that you're gonna find in and around the car and vehicles and so forth. Unbelievable, cool, and it comes in 6 different colors. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, and as you can see, just literally sticky it on here, run a few wires, and now with our little switchy switch, boom. So we've got lighting, you can see it right through there like that. It's gonna bounce off that front radiator. We got some on the rear tailgate. I mean, this stuff is cool because you can put it anywhere.
Really, anywhere. And on that back hatch, when it opens the door, it's gonna illuminate all the things on the ground. So you see, not only, it looks cool, but it's a little bit of a safety feature as well.
Fully functional.
Yeah, man.
All right, so let's get this old grill off, the new one on, get the wiring up through inside the car, keep moving on with our light brights experiments.
Love it.
Okay, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir.
Light 1.
Brace yourself, sunglasses on. Boom, there's that. We got more for you. Bam. Now you see the light forms in here. Now hit the headlights.
Boom.
It's like driving around a small star in 4WD.
That's right.
All courtesy of Grody.
Cool, we're gonna take a break. You guys stick around. We got lots more to come.
Dude, that is awesome.
Yes, it is.
Performance and safety are two major reasons why you should inspect your shocks starting at 50,000 miles. Bad or worn shocks will lead to increased braking distance. This means you won't be able to stop on short notice and could end up hitting the car in front of you during that 5 p.m. traffic jam. A worn shock decreases the connection between the tire and the road, which affects your anti-lock braking system's ability to work effectively. With less connection, the ABS control unit will open the brakes earlier, which can increase your braking distance by 40%. Worn shocks also cause your tires to bounce excessively on uneven roads, leading to more uneven tread wear and loss of steering control. This can create poor road grip and dangerous driving conditions on wet roads. Ensure your safety with a quality OE shock absorber. TRW shocks are engineered to meet or exceed OE quality, safety, and performance specifications. And TRW shocks undergo extreme testing for velocity, endurance, and road conditions. Put safety first and get your shocks checked out today. This tech tip is brought to you by ZF.
Hey, welcome back to our Killer Jeep project. We're about to dig deep into our secret stash of ARP fasteners, do some upgrades on this project.
Man, when we open a drawer like this and see this many fasteners, it kind of makes you weak at the knees. But don't worry if you don't have a big bolt bin like this. They come in kits, individual, really for your application to your needs. Especially when you think about all the mud, dirt, grease, grime, you're out four-wheeling. You want a fastener that you could take out and put back in, like these high-strength stainless steel. Not only they give you a great look, but also superior durability, like we got from ARP.
They look good, they're reusable, they're not gonna corrode, especially when out there in the mud.
Yeah.
And you can get them in black oxide if you want, 6-point, 12-point, standard, metric, whatever you need. They've got a kit to make your vehicle, your project even better and look good.
Yeah, and the best part about them, made in the US of A, man.
Now, as you guys know, there is an endless supply of odors, whether it's your best buddy, your dog, maybe your kids, the French fry that you drop between your seats, but we have the solution. It's Star Bright. It's their auto odor eliminator. I mean, this is huge for making your life so much better.
It does, and it really gets after it in an aggressive way. You use chlorine dioxide to attack the odor. It's not like the pine tree and garter belt used to hang from the rear view mirror.
It's not a perfume, it's a vacuum for bad smell.
Yes, indeed. So let me show you how simple it is, okay? Now, in this package, you get a sponge, you get a little treatment pack here. Now, the sponge has a split in it. So you moisten the sponge, simply drop this in like this. Bam, and right away you could feel it, that vapor action starting to get after it.
He's getting lighter right now because the odors are sucking off, so it's getting light on his toes.
And there you go, you drop that in your center console or around it, and no funky in the trunky, if you know what I mean.
Now, 4 to 6 hours, whether it's your RV, maybe it's a stinky bedroom with your dog, your car, it'll eliminate those odors. You could even hang it on a chain, put it on your best buddy.
That's right.
That'll make a big difference in life, so check it out. It's Star Bright. It's the Auto Odor Eliminator.
Our friends at Original Parts Group comes in and saves the day again with some El Camino wheel well fittings. Now these things hard to come by, these moldings are tough, but the great part is they use the factory GM tooling from the original parts. So you get everything fit and finished exactly like you want it.
Yeah, direct bolt on, and you can see the details in it, right? Like that bright dipped anodizing, the correct style of fasteners that come with it, so you know it's going to be just like it came off the showroom.
Yeah, man, and really, honest to God, if you can't find it in this catalog, it doesn't belong on the car.
You don't need it.
No, they have everything you could possibly need, from moldings to brackets, braces, weather stripping, anything you need for your older Chevelle or El Camino.
Yeah, and of course they've got a whole other lineup of vehicles, so check them out for all your parts. Make your car like new. Now check this out, a great multi-purpose from Duplicolor. It's the truck bed coating.
Yeah, man, it's a real easy, do-it-yourself, durable coating.
Yeah, and you can get it in either a spray can or you can get it in quarts and gallons. So you can do either a sprayer or a roll-on. You can do running boards. There's a lot of applications. Maybe your old hitch, Great coating, black. It's kind of a non-slip, you know, sort of finish, so it's got a little safety to it.
And we were talking earlier, we're gonna send our Jeep off to get painted. When we put this accent in the wheel wells, the tubs, underneath the Jeep, really gonna make it look spot on.
Yeah, it's easy to apply, and within an hour you can touch it. 2 hours you can handle it. Really cool product for a lot of different applications. Pick it up at Federated Auto Parts. For now, we're gonna take a break.
Come on, man, hurry up, hurry up.
I'm almost there.
All right, welcome back. Now wait till you see what we've done to the Jeep, this next sort of step, if you will.
I'm out.
He's out. All right, this is from my top. It's the world's first electronic retractable top for your Jeeps. And it fits any of them, 2-door, 4-door, JK, or TJ, you name it. This thing's got a top for it. And for those of you that aren't follically challenged, I'm sure this is much more enjoyable than to say it is for me. But you ready?
Yep. I think I got it. I think I got it.
Check this out. This is awesome. So, boom, in 10 seconds.
There we go.
Right? Up and over, and just buckle it down. There's no drilling of any holes, right? It uses all the factory mounts, which you gotta love. You got a handle here, simply pull that down, clip that, boom, and you're off.
Yeah, you get 12 different colors. It's lined in there, so it's quieter than the stock, you know, soft top or hard top. And dude, check it out, because you know, on the hard top versions, you can take them off, but you don't, because it just takes work.
Yeah, it's so simple, it's so easy, and it's got a great safety feature. You have to have your foot depressed on the brake to take the top up or down. Kind of a nice little safety feature.
Yeah, great DIY project. But you know what? We still got a lot more to do on this Jeep, but for now, we're gonna have to call it a day.
What? Wait,
Pretty
you wanna
soon,
hear it?
it's gonna be a giveaway. Yeah, man, fire it up. We gotta hear that exhaust. Sounds cool, looks cool, way more capable, but we're out of here. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Two Guys Garage is brought to you in part by Federated Auto Parts. Best parts, best people, best service. Vehicle transportation provided by Pilot Transport, auto hauling specialists.